boss. That's all I'm saying. All right, so we got Wanderlei
The Axe Murderer!
Silva. He's 34-11 versus Rich Ace Catchweight Franklin. He's 28-6. Silva, 71% of his wins by KO, 9% by submission. Franklin, 54% by KO, 36% by submission. And the odds from BetDSI, Silva at +140, Franklin at -190. What do you see going on here?
Oh, my question is this a catchweight fight or are they fighting?
It is a catchweight.
Okay. What do they agree to?
I want to say 190.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't think
190,
Franklin
195,
would go
I'll
down.
go 190.
There's no point. Both guys cut that much weight if they're, I mean,
No,
that's the reason.
there's no point.
All right.
Fuck it, just weigh in, and whatever it is, we'll Anthony Rumble Johnson it.
Very good. Okay, I don't want to sound rude when I say this, but sometimes I think they put fights on just to put fights on, and it's not necessarily for any type of gain in rankings or for the fans or whatever. They just had to fucking put somebody in there, and I think that this is one of those cases. I am not really that excited about seeing these two guys go at it again. I like both guys individually, but man, I mean,
not cumulatively.
no, together we've seen it once already. I mean, okay, so here's the same thing. You know, Wanderlei is like decorated guy in Brazil. Of course, Rich is like Mr. America. So what the fuck's gonna happen in this fight? I don't know, but I think Rich has been known to knock out aging UFC/Pride veterans slowly over the last few years. He's put Chuck down.
Liddell.
Yeah, you know
When he fought Vitor Belfort, what happened?
Yeah, well, that was at 185, I think, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
No,
that was a
185.
catchweight. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I don't remember.
It'll all work out in the end.
But you know, I really feel like Wanderlei is going to come out the same way he did against Lieben because it's his hometown. He's excited. He wants to do something crazy for the fans. And I think Rich is more of a thinking kind of a fighter where he really calculates things. I think he's going to do his best to survive that initial onslaught. And he probably has studied Wanderlei very well, especially since they fought the first time. And I kind of want to say, as much as it pains me, that he's probably going to knock him out in the first minute.
Who's going to knock who out?
Rich is going to knock out Wanderlei Silva.
Ooch.
Because I think Wanderlei, the guy doesn't know anything other than go out on your shield. So especially in his home, like in his home country, fans are going nuts. He's going to come out balls to the wall. So that's my prediction. I think it's going to be over fast and it's going to be crazy. And
because you're betting against Brazil in Brazil. You're out of your mind.
Hey, I think we're doomed.
Ho.
I like how you spell Verdum, by the way, with a D-O-O-M. It's awesome.
Well, I put it V-E-R-D-O-O-M.
I love it.
They're doomed. And then I try to look it up on the internet, and it's like, what do you mean, W-E-R-D-U-M?
Yeah.
But the B,
cool name.
Dumb.
You should have like a Darth Vader type music or whatever.
It's all good. So, a couple of question marks for Franklin. One, he's taken this fight on short notice because he was supposed to fight Kung Lee at 148, so he's had a...
Didn't he also get injured? Kung Lee?
No, he's fighting Cote because Cote's stepping in for Franklin.
Sorry.
But he hasn't changed his whole game plan because Kung Lee and Wanderlei Silva, hell of different kind of styles of fights.
Right,
so
right.
It's like, fuck, man, I was just training for this guy. Now I got to train for this guy because I am the company man and I am the catchweight. So you need me, I'm there for you.
Mm-hmm.
So he better get a cushy UFC job when all this shit's said and done. Looks at Chuck Liddell. So the other thing about Franklin, though, he hasn't fought since February 5th of 2011.
Whoa.
And he's also coming off of a shoulder surgery. And at being 37 years old, that's a little challenging, and I don't like that. He's also coming off that loss to Forrest Griffin. Granted, it was at 205, and Griffin just kind of took him down and oversized him and worked him that way. What else? Wanderlei, look at him. 7 fights in the UFC, 3 wins, 4 losses.
He said he wants to even it up really badly. He
wants to be 4-4, a solid 500.
Solid 500.
Right around the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat Brazil in Brazil, and I think his blitzing style can take Franklin out.
Sure.
As much as I don't want to see it happen, still like Franklin. Always was one of my favorite fighters. But the thing I always thought about him is he may be the best 5-round fighter there was. Because when he was the champ, granted, Anderson Silva, he couldn't beat him, and his fucking clinch and the knees and the broken nose and the the lost work and modeling jobs and all that good shit. But
Modeling jobs.
I don't know what he's all into.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that.
I don't know either.
I'm going to proceed
Moving
forward. But best 5-round fighter, because it always seemed like he would turn it on in like the 4th and 5th round when he's just like the performer, like against Evan Tanner, where he's just beating the shit out of him. I'm like, oh man, is this going to stop? And who's the other guy? The Crow, David Loazo, like the beating he put on him. Like, he put some beatings on people, and this is one of those fights, like, if it was to, say, to get to a 4th or a 5th round, like, holy shit. I mean, that's all Franklin. If he can survive, like, rounds 1 and 2, then it's like, okay, now it's my zone. Drish Franklin, I throw you that left body kick, forget about it. So, it'll be interesting, kind of, if it gets past round 3. But I see it's a first round Wanderlei Silva KO. Old school Wanderlei. And let me tell you, Pride Wanderlei and UFC cannot be fucked with, as we found out this weekend in a little UFC, or no, that was a Pride tournament.
The Pride tournament, yeah.
We had 3 of us run a little tournament, a little 16-man UFC Undisputed 3 tournament. And
Pride Wanderlei is a bitch, man.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker. You couldn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Fucking knocked everybody out.
He did.
Like he had somewhere to be.
Took like no damage.
Yeah.
It was blitzkrieg. Was that you and Brian, right?
Yeah, that was the final match. I lost.
That was fucking
finals.
awesome. I wish you would have recorded that. You guys knocked each other down, and it was all crazy, and there were scrambles, and then you knocked him down. He gets up. He's like, "Oh no! Boom!
Yeah.
Good night."
God
It was
damn
awesome. So some fun times in that game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Czech Congo better get some cardio, because you throw 3 hard kicks with Czech Congo, and he's fucking gassed out.
You did very well, though.
It was interesting. It was fun. You should do that. If you got a bunch of buddies, run a tournament and let everybody run their guy through. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking Silva. You're taking Franklin.
Si, senor.
Magic 8 Ball.
Survey says.
Wanderlei Silva.